Sonic the Hedgehog Equestria Girls by ShadicBro Brony. With 101 thumbs up, 44 thumbs down, 140 comments, and 2,163 referrals. The tags for the story are romance, crossover, adventure, alternate universe, human. Sonic, Shadow, and Silver have been brought to a new world after they discover a prophecy that foretold 3 heroes from another world to protect the magic of friendship and their worlds from internal darkness. Along the way, they meet Twilight Sparkle, her companion Spike, and her 6 equestrian human friends. They make new friends along the way and meet an old enemy from their world. Can Sonic, Shadow, and Silver protect their worlds, the magic of friendship, Twilight and her friends from their nemesis, or will everything fall into internal darkness forever? The ponies that star in the story are Twilight Sparkle, Spike, other characters, the main 6, and Sunset Shimmer. Chapter 1, Prophecy, and a new adventure begins, with 2,121 words. It was another beautiful day in a dimension called Mobius. In the grass fields, 2 hedgehogs called Mobians were training. One hedgehog, being blue with red shoes and green emerald eyes named Sonic, was sparring with a black hedgehog with red streaks, crimson eyes, and fur on his chest, named Shadow. Sonic has recently won a battle, a sun god called Solaris. 5 months have passed from that, and now Shadow is training Sonic to become stronger and to be ready for Eggman's return. Shadow charged at Sonic, dealing fast kicks and punches. Sonic manages to dodge most of them, but fails to dodge the last few attacks.
Come on, Sonic. Is this the best you've got? If you continue to train like this, Eggman will definitely be able to defeat you when he returns,
Shadow said disappointingly. Sonic got up and wiped some blood off his lip and stared at Shadow with determination.
There's no way I'm giving up that easily. I'm going to push myself to get stronger and be ready for Eggman, he said with confidence. Come on, Shadow. Come at me with what you got. Push me to my limit.
Shadow was slightly impressed by Sonic's determination and will continue to fight. Shadow grinned a little to show Sonic it was time to get serious.
All right, Sonic. It's time to kick it up a notch.
Shadow summoned the 7 Chaos Emeralds and turned into a super form. Sonic grinned.
All right, Shadow. Let's dance.
Shadow charged at Sonic again and pulled of the same attacks from before. Sonic focused more and manages to avoid all the attacks. Shadow used Chaos Control and teleported right behind Sonic. Sonic turned quickly and dodged Shadow's punch. Sonic then let out powerful, fast punches at Shadow. Shadow dodged every attack like it was too sweat. What? Sonic continued to focus and try to find an opening where Shadow can't dodge or defend. Shadow stumbled back a little, clutching his stomach a little with pain.
Impressive. He was able to cause some damage to me, and he's not into his super form. I guess there's more to him than meets the eye.
Shadow thought to himself while grinning.
That was pretty impressive, Sonic. No one has been able to cause a little damage to me while I'm in my super form,
Shadow commented. Sonic grinned and wiped with nose with success. What?
I'm confused. What can I say? I am full of surprises, Sonic said with confidence. Now, are we going to continue to comment on each other, or are we going to train?
Shadow chuckled a little.
You never see to surprise me, Faker. Here I come!
Down in
After hours of tense training, Shadow decided to call it a day. Sonic fell on the ground, exhausted, panting heavily with sweat pouring from his face. Even though Sonic was completely drained, he felt himself getting stronger. Shadow went to Sonic's side and sat down for a little bit, looking up at the blue sky. Sonic got his breath back and hoisted himself up.
Hey, Shadow.
What?
How come you wanted to train me? You never do something like this with me.
Well, you've done so much for me. You and your friends helped me see for who I am, helped me regain my memories, and always stood by my side no matter what.
Sonic smiled and placed a hand on his shoulder.
We're always here for you, Shads.
What? Shadow's eye twitched a little by that nickname.
How many times have I told you not to call me that?
He threatened.
Whoa, take it easy. I'm just kidding,
Sonic said nervously.
Whatever.
Suddenly, a bright light developed in front of them. It was so bright, the two had to cover their eyes. When the light finally faded, the two were face to face with an old friend. It was a hedgehog with silver fur and quills, gold bracelets, and yellow eyes. It was Sonic's friend and old rival. "Silver!" Sonic greeted. "Hey, Sonic!" Sonic went up to Silver and gave him a fist bump.
What are you doing here, Silver?
Shadow asked. The Silver hesitated for a second until he spoke. "The future is falling apart again."
What?
"What?" The two hedgehogs gasped. I don't know why everything is changing in the future, but I do know what." That's a little too lispy. There we go, lisp. I don't know why everything is changing in the future, but what I do know is not a good sign." "Where were you singing?" Sonic asked. "Dark clouds were forming in the sky and were swallowing up my home with eternal darkness. Many people were disappearing left and right without warning. I knew this was getting out of hand, so that's why I came here to get help from you two," Silver explained. "Well, we don't know who is causing this problem, but we will help you to stop it no matter what," Sonic said, giving a thumbs up. Silver smiled. "Thank you, both of you."
So, how do we stop this?
Shadow asked. Silver thought for a minute until he remembered something. I remembered before I came here that there is a prophecy that might be connected to what was going on in the future." "Well, spill the beans. What did it say?" Sonic asked. "Well, it went something like this," Silver started. "Darkness will rise, it will swallow the world and will cause endless demise. 3 heroes from different times will unite, a new world they will go, defending the magic of friendship with all their might, spreading their world with light, fighting for all the worlds against an old foe." Whatever. As soon as Silver said the prophecy, the 7 Chaos Emeralds began to glow radiantly.
What the hell?
Shadow gasped. "What's happened?" Sonic started. At the instant, the 3 hedgehogs, along with the emeralds, disappeared into thin air. Location? Unknown. Where the fuck are they? Sonic began to stir from his unexpected slumber. What? He finally hoisted himself up and put his hand on his throbbing head. "Ugh, man, what a ride!" Sonic groaned. Sonic, are you okay?" Silver asked. Yeah, I've been through a lot more." "What the?" Sonic gasped. Sonic looked at a teenage boy with silver white hair that looked like Silver's in his hedgehog form, along with his yellow eyes. He wore a dark green sweatshirt with fur on top. It had light green streaks on each side that matched the ones on his gold bracelets. He wore light gray pants with white fingerless gloves with silver shoes. He finally had dark gray streaks on his cheeks. "Silver, what happened to you?" Sonic asked, panicking. Silver looked up at Sonic and put on the same face he had. "What happened to me? What happened to you?" Silver pointed. Sonic was a little confused at first until he looked into a glass dome and saw his reflection. What? Glass? What the He gasped. No, wait, I got it. He gasped. Sonic was completely taken aback by his new appearance. Sonic was still wearing his old shoes, along with his blue hair and green emerald eyes, but he was wearing jeans with a few rips in them. He wore a white t-shirt with thin zip-up, sleeveless shirt with a dark blue stream on the bottom. He was no longer wearing his white gloves, but was replaced with a blue bracelet on each wrist. "What's going on? Why are we humans?" he asked, panicking. "I don't know, but this is freaking me out," Silver said.
"You two are a bunch of sissies,"
said a familiar voice. The 2 boys looked over and saw another teenage boy with crimson eyes and black hair with red streaks. He wore a black t-shirt with a thin black jacket, wearing a dog tag with Shadow's symbol. He had black fingerless gloves on, along with black pants with a silver spike on the left knee. He finally wore the same hover shoes Shadow had. "Shadow, is that you?" Sonic gasped.
"Of course it's me, Faker. Who else?"
Shadow asked. "Why are you so calm? You're a human," Silver asked.
"I'm a little surprised by our sudden transformations, but this is not something to freak out about,"
Shadow said. The 2 boys calmed down and looked around at their new surroundings. They were on top of a building, and saw a few cars driving down the street with a few people walking down the sidewalks. "Where are we?" Sonic asked. I don't know, Sonic, but we're not in Mobius anymore," Silver claimed.
How did we get here?
"How did we get here?"
The Chaos Emeralds must have reacted to the prophecy Silver spoke of and transported us here.
Shadow also claimed. "Do you still have the emerald?" Silver asked. Shadow dug into his pockets and only pulled out the green, red, and purple emeralds.
I only have 3. What about you guys?"
he asked. The two also dug into their pockets as well and found the emeralds. Sonic held the cyan and blue emeralds, while Silver held the yellow and white emeralds. "At least we didn't lose the emeralds," Sonic sighed. "What about our abilities? Since we're no longer hedgehogs, we may lose. What about our abilities? Since we're no longer hedgehogs, we may have lost our powers," Silver said. Shadow put 2 of the emeralds away and held out his empty hand. Soon, yellow energy began to build up in his hand. Shadow gave them a nod. He did lose his powers. Silver looked at a nearby rock and focused. He then started to glow light cyan, picked up the rock with his psychokinesis. Sonic then jumped high into the air and did his homing attack and ran around the roof a few times. "At least we didn't lose our powers as well," Silver sighed with relief.
"We better get off the roof before someone spots us,"
Shadow said. The two nodded with agreement and found a door to enter the building. They put their emeralds away, opened the trap door, and entered the building. Inside were long hallways with many lockers on the side of the walls. There were also a few glass domes with ribbons and trophies in them. "Where is everyone?" Sonic asked. "Maybe this place is abandoned," Silver exclaimed.
"It's not abandoned, Silver. If it was, there would be crumbled up walls, floors, and busted lockers,"
Shadow explained. "Good point. But where could everyone be?"
Sound effect.
Suddenly, piles of students came out of the doors and flooded the hallways. "Does that answer your question?" Sonic asked. Silver nodded. The 3 hanged back into a wall until the hallways finally calmed down. When the hallways were more cleared, the 3 moved on. While they were wandering through the hallways, they realized many students were eyeing them, few whispering to one another, few giggling, and many girls blushing at them and shyly waving at them. "Sonic, why are they staring at us?" Silver asked. "They probably never saw us before. We're new here," Sonic explained. Silver nodded understanding and stayed close to Sonic and Shadow. Sonic then looked over and saw 2 teenage girls with pink and blue hair blushing and waving to him. Sonic smiled, gave them a thumbs up, and winked. To his surprise, the 2 blushed madly and fainted. "Whoops," Sonic said with a sheeply smile. "Nice moves, Hotshot." "Nice moves, Hotshot," Silver said, elbowing him. The 2 chuckled until Shadow spoke.
"Stop fooling around, you 2. We're here to do something important, not play around."
"Come on, Shadow, lighten up," Sonic said. "There's nothing wrong with having fun once in a while."
May I remind you that the fate of the future is in our hands? We have to do everything in power to save our world and this one,"
Shadow explained. The 2 understood why they were here and had to do everything in their power to keep their world and this world protected from harm. They nodded and continued forward. What they didn't know that in the shadows they were being spied on by a pair of creepy green-colored eyes. And you had to play Mephiles' Whisper or whatever that is. The 2 understood why they were here and had to do everything in their power to keep their world and this world protected from harm. Hee 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 hee. You really believe that you 3 can save your world and protect this world, do you? Well, you better think again. Once I have the Chaos Emeralds, I will finally put an end to you 3 once and for all. Then nothing can stop me from plunging the world in eternal darkness. Hee hee hee. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.